No other Brooklyn neighborhood is more old school Italian than this little slice of Bensonhurst. This is, or was, Brooklyn's Little Italy, depending on your take. In the mid-1950s, 18th Avenue was lined with little family shops where if you didn't speak Italian, you weren't Italian enough. Queen Ann Ravioli has been a fixture on 18th Avenue for the past 40 years. George Spitzer is a former New York City cop who took over the business his father-in-law started. Tortellini?
Yes.
Tortelloni?
Tortelloni, Cappelletti,
Yeah.
Agnolotti, Ravioletti.
Yeah, you name it.
Yeah,
you do it.
Yeah.
It's crazy how many types you have here. Have you ever counted?
No, we're always changing, you know.
Yeah. The products change with the seasons because Italian food always honors them.
Where we have the squash coming in, I think that's what came in that vegetable delivery. We'd probably
Right.
be making that by Saturday.
They're making it not 15 feet from where they sell it. Now, do they ever do everything back here?
Everything is done back here.
And we can just...
Yeah, we have two sides, the original side and this is the new side. When I say the new side, this was originally a Cameriere bakery at the time.
Really?
From Moonstruck.
Oh,
The same
yeah,
family
yeah.
owned this side of the store. This is Frankie, the chef of the future.
What's
Today.
up, Frankie?
How are you?
How you doing?
Good. Just watched it. It's hot.
Is this hot?
A little.
That's a nice sauce. That's a nice sauce.
Thank you. It's a marinara sauce. Should I put the spaghetti in?
Do you want to know something? You could put my shoes in there and I would eat it. That's just, I mean, did anything really beat that? I mean, is there a more perfect food? It's acidic, it's bright, it reeks of sunshine. That's amazing. Frankie's been working here for 25 years. The pasta machines have been here just as long, or longer. George takes almost as much pride in his machines as in what they produce. So this is a 20, 30-year-old
I'd say
machine,
so, yeah.
you were saying,
Yeah.
Is this the most popular size?
The round
And
ravioli,
shape,
the big
yeah,
one, yeah.
yeah.
The champagne cut, as they call it.
The champagne cut is one of George's gourmet ravioli, filled with ricotta and pecorino romano. With Frankie's marinara just steps away, it's impossible to pass up. Wow. That's a nice ravioli.
Thank you.
Don't you think so?
Very much so. And
The filling is just
you took them out of the water at
delightful.
just that right time.
Did I? Thank you very much.
Perfect.
Do you know something? That getting here is not simple, but the food is elegantly simple. That is ravioli heaven. Now, this is the new building?
Yeah, this is 25 years or so we've had this place.
And so the old stuff is in through the other side?
Yes, that was the original store that everything was done in, wholesale and retail.
Right. And does Frankie make stuff in there too, or you just keep Frankie at the stove making pasta sauce all?
Frankie stays on this side.
Why would you do that to Frank? Someday, he'll go to the other side.
Go on that side and meet Sal, and then you find out why Frankie stays on this side.
All right. The machinery on the other side is so old, it was delivered here by horse-drawn wagons.
This is an old-style pasta press from the turn of the century. There's no two of them alike. I don't know how many more exist.
So this is obviously the way it was done. You must be Sal.
Yes, I am.
What's up, Sal?
Nice to meet you.
Andrew, nice to meet you too. Sal, how long have you been doing this?
30 years.
30 years. They keep you and Frankie separated for a reason?
Well, that way we kill each other.
Sal is a man of few words, but he's an artist when it comes to handling this pasta press. After the dough is kneaded, he loads it into the tubes. The press packs the dough down into the tube. With some types of pasta, like fettuccine, the dough needs to be heated inside the tube, just enough to make it a little firmer before it goes through the press. This is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. I love this. Here's what you can't duplicate. I mean, the machines get a bad rap. Oh, it's made with the machine. This is such a fabulous, unique product, and now he's drying it in...
On the old-style method sticks.
Oh, you gotta
and a dryer.
be kidding me.
Yeah,
You
we use the
gotta
sticks,
be
so we use the
kidding me.
screens.
There's no other way to make pasta of this texture. and no new generations of workers learning the art of how to use it. The machines eventually are going to go away.
Yeah.
The neighborhoods are going to change.
Yep. Yeah.
You know, the Sal's of the world are, you know, and people don't want to take this stuff up.
Well,
This is a link to a way it was done 100 years ago.
Yeah.
Can I do one?
Sure.
I just want to say that I did.
Hold it this way.
Yep. Well, I got an extra loop.
There you go.
All right.
Go ahead. Did a good job. We're on the stick now.
My God. All right. Yeah, no. I got a stick. Security, we have a code 3 on the drying rack. A code 3, that's a tangled noodle. Whoa! One of these racks is just a little less artisan than the others. Unreal. The first-generation Italian population of Bensonhurst may be dwindling, but everyone has a taste for the neighborhood traditions. On summer evenings, people still head to the local hangout George knew as a kid.
I grew up about 200 feet away from here. I grew up 11th Street, 1 block down.
Yeah.
And my mother remembers when they would serve the spumoni in the horse-driven
In the wagon?
Yeah.
L&B Spumoni Gardens began selling ice cream door-to-door 75 years ago. By the time George was in high school, it was an ice cream stand that also sold pizza, Sicilian style, square, not round, with tomato sauce on top of the cheese. Now, what's the obsession that you have with a corner square? Because that's all you were talking about in the car.
'Cause
and quite frankly, I thought it was a little fetishy weird.
Maybe it is, but, you know, I don't know. I like burnt.
Right, me
and
too.
And the crust is burnt.
Right.
And on the corner, you're getting maximum
That's right.
crust. Also, they make a very saucy slice.
Right.
So if you get the center slice without that edge,
It's
it's all over.
It's a mess.
Exactly.
2 corners,
Please.
What else?
a nice burnt side. What can I say? I'm a side man, and George doesn't really want to share his corners anyway. See, it's the olive oil in the crust, and this in those ancient pans.
Exactly. I was going to say that. They're using the same pans here. You have, I mean, you know, I'm just like a schmo that loves to eat, right? I'm not a chef, but there's a texture here, and there's flavors here from the dough end and from the tomato end. I love it.
Ridiculous. As great as its pizza tastes, it's Spumoni that gives this place its name. Chocolate, pistachio, and cherry vanilla ice cream with a scoop of dried fruit and nuts that can vary depending on who's making it. Come here, I'm making room. Sit down here.
Nothing much.
What's going on, Andrew?
Camille Barbati's grandfather was the guy with the horse-drawn wagon who started this business.
Exciting. It is.
It's good. Spumoni is
I remember that's Grandpa's recipe, my father, my brother,
Yeah.
and now my son. They improve it each time.
Improving the product while still honoring tradition is how these vintage businesses stay ahead of the changing times. L&B now includes a sit-down restaurant selling dinner entrees. What keeps the place crowded is something intangible and timeless. There's just still so much of a good vibe here.
Yeah.
I mean, I imagine this has always been a
Anytime
happy place.
You have food and crowds.
Good food.
Good food. It's a happy occasion.